Hi everyone, we're back for day 2 of Those Darn Squirrels. So we left off yesterday. Old Man Fuquire was leaving birdseed and things for the birds, but the squirrels were stealing it. And he tried 2 different ways to get the squirrels to stop stealing his stuff. So we're going to find out what happens next. Now it was Old Man Fuquire's turn to devise a plan. He went to the general store to get supplies. He bought lasers and clamps. He bought wires and springs. He bought all sorts of tools and built a veritable fortress around his bird feeders. Then he refilled them very carefully. "Na, na, na, na," snorted the flugelbird. The squirrels stayed up all night working out their strategy. They drank cherry cola and ate salt and vinegar chips to help them stay awake. Finally, they had it, the perfect plan. They put on their tiny helmets and prepared to launch themselves into the air over the fence between the lasers and onto the bird feeders. The first squirrel misfired and hit a tree. The second squirrel went too high and landed in a bucket. The third squirrel sailed clear over the house. The birds laughed and laughed. They each had one last delicious mouthful of seeds and berries from the old man's feeders. Then they flew south for the winter, just as they did every year. "Bzz, bzzt," said the flugelbird. After the birds left, Old Man Fuquire was lonely, just as he was every year. He fixed himself some cottage cheese and pepper, his favorite snack. But he was still lonely. When he looked out the window, the squirrels could tell that he wasn't happy. "Go away," shouted the old man. "I don't like squirrels." The squirrels held a meeting deep inside a large tree. They decided to give the old man a present to make up for taking the seeds and berries. Now, not many people know this, but squirrels are not only fuzzy little geniuses, they also collect just about anything they find on the ground. These squirrels had a vast stockpile of spectacular junk to choose from. But what would Fuquire like? Bottle caps, popsicle sticks, postage stamps? Finally, they had it, the perfect gift. The squirrels stacked all of their loose change on Old Man Fuquire's doorstep. There were dimes and pennies, there were nickels and quarters, there were even a few tokens from Coco's arcade. It all added up to $47.36, plus a few rounds of skee ball. "Maybe you squirrels aren't so bad," Fuquire said when he found the coins. "But I like birds better." This gave the squirrels another idea. They raided their junk collection again and got to work. When Old Man Fuquire woke up the next morning, he was amazed to see that the birds had returned. But wait! Those things weren't birds. They were squirrels in disguise. "Great googly moogly," said Old Man Fuquire. "This'll make quite a painting." He ran outside and took down the lasers and the wires and the spring-loaded trapeze. He turned all the bird feeders into squirrel feeders. Then he painted till his brush ran out of bristles. The squirrels were so overjoyed they had a party in Old Man Fuquire's house. "Those darn squirrels," said Fuquire, and he shook his old man fist and smiled. I read that one differently because he's happy now. Thanks for joining me for day 2.